Welcome. I'm here Sarnya Raghu and I'm going to give a brief introduction on QZ story. What is QZ story? QZ story is a tool of TQM, Total Quality Management, which is intended to solve problems in a structured way. Here we can see the flow chart for problem solving. Here we can see that there are 4 steps to reach action and the steps are reversed if the condition is not satisfied. What is CPS-QC story? Creative problem solving quality control story has been proposed to improve the traditional quality control process. The CPS-QC story consists of the combination of traditional QC story and TRIZ. Here we can see that the combination of TRIZ and QC story is CPS-QC story. What is the principle of QC story? QC story is based on the principle of PDCA, where the 9 steps can present how to solve problems and find solutions. PDCA, plan, do, check, act, or plan, do, check, adjust, is an iterative 4-step management method used in business for the control and improvement of processes and products. It is also known as Deming cycle, the Shewhart cycle, or Plan, Do, Study, Act (PDSA). Here we can see the PDCA, that is plan, do, check and act. What are the steps of QZ story? There are 7 steps for QZ story. They are problem definition, observation, analysis, action, check, standardization, and finally the conclusion. Here we can see that the steps of QZ story which come under PDCA. The steps problem definition, observation come under what of plan. The step analysis comes under why of plan. The step action comes under who, when, where and how of do. The step check comes under check. The step standardization and conclusion comes under action. First step 1, problem definition. The process of problem definition is as follows. First, the business situation is understood and identified. Identify or isolate the problems from symptoms. Then, write managerial decision statement and corresponding research purpose. Then, determine the unit of analysis. Further, determine relevant variables and finally state research questions, objectives and other hypotheses. Problem definition. There are 3 stages of problem definition. They are selection of problem, problem statement and theme and target. Problem definition. The figure demonstrates the selection of problem which is caused by bad tools, poor adjustment or defective product. Selection of problem. Give priority to the problems related to external and internal customer satisfaction. Solve the problems with priority. Problem statement. A good problem statement should explain the 4 W's: what, where, when and who. Problem statement should be clear, specific, measurable and must demonstrate weakness orientation. The characteristics of weakness orientation are focus on facts, focus on processes, not results, focus on root causes, not on solutions. The problem statement states that the weakness orientation is the gap between the target and the actual, and it is shown in the figure. Theme and target, which states that a problem not a solution, results not a solution, market in orientation, neither broad nor narrowly defined. Step 2, observation. Understanding the current circumstances based on facts. This is an important stage of problem solving. The course of action based on observation. Observation is complete at Ganba. Here we can see that the output symptoms are observed by variability in terms of instability, variation, and off-target. The components of variability are instability, variation, and off-target. The instability includes trends, shift, cycle, and freak. The off-target includes aim and structural limitation. 3 immediates and 3 actuals. Immediately go to actual workplace, immediately examine the actual part, and immediately implement a correct action at the actual time when problem occur. Look for data occurrence, any clues or failed paths. Data stratification within unit variation, unit to unit variation, and time to time variation. Tabulation of quantitative data and qualitative observations. Data appropriate to the processes, logical consistency, and standard format of tools. Step 3. Analysis. Analysis is causes versus problems. Problems is created by the various causes. Identify whether the problem is chronic or sporadic. Select appropriate tool depending on problems. For chronic problems, cause verification to be validated statistically. Never assume things. Select appropriate countermeasures from alternate countermeasures. Countermeasures should be for root causes and not problem. Check for side effects. Step 4. Action. Clearly spell out the actions. Fix responsibility to an individual and not a department. Fix target dates. Have regular reviews till implementation is completed. Step 5. Check. Compare the results before and after implementation of countermeasure. Use the same charts, measures used in observation phase. Monitor the results at least for 3 months. Monitor that the actions are in phase. Step 6. Standardization. Once the validation is completed for the action, raise the change request to R&D or PED to implement the changes in a systematic manner. A standard is made up of only elements which, when not followed, results in a predictable waste. The examples of standard are road signals, bulb fittings, fasteners, floppies, credit cards, toilet signals, etc. It helps in doing a specific activity without leading to any mistakes. Man dependent to man independent. Create a rich knowledge base for future reference. Step 7. The conclusion. Areas of learning or benefits are identified through similar paths, similar processes, other machines, other departments, other plans, and other models. It can be implemented wherever applicable. It is communicated through Kaizen sheet, TQC Council, QCC or SIT or CFT presentations, learning forum, VCS in unit office, and discussion database. What are the advantages of QC story? It finds the root causes of problems, detects solutions, problem-solving tool, communication tool, understands employees about the work processes, creates challenges to employees in workplace, creates new higher value. Thank you. Thank you for watching the video, and if you really like it, subscribe the video. Thank you.